Hello, I'm Yanis from Dreadbox. I would like to introduce you to our new synthesizer, almost new, Nyx version 2, which is an evolution of our first Nyx version. And what's changed to this unit immediately, you can see that it follows the same format that our latest Erebus version 3 does. So it's much more wider, controls are much more easier to access. While in version 1 they were like a little bit tight, it was hard for people to like do precision controls. And it's much shorter this time. And apart from the hardware, the enclosure part. So what else is changed here is that we have now on the modulator section, we have a hold function in each of the three modulators, and the reverb, we have a new algorithm, and mostly, but more importantly, that we have 30 patch points. I'll go through the whole work single and flow, just for those who are not familiar with Nyx. So Nyx is a 2 oscillator paraphonic synth. So that means you can have two tones playing at the same time. And the oscillator section has a saw and square wave for the first oscillator, so it's, and a saw and triangle for the second. This time Nyx is equipped with auto tuning, so you will never go out of tune. As long as you keep your tune knobs in the middle, you'll be fine. So after this, we go to the dual filter, which we control from here, and we control with one cutoff knob and one resonance knob, both filters. But for the second filter, we have the offset knob, where you actually just change the cutoff of the second filter. And that works pretty well. Someone will say, why not two cutoffs, why not two resonance, blah blah blah. Well, mostly because it's more accessible, let's say, or more musical to use. And what you can do in the Nyx is to change the routing of each oscillator and each filter. And that is how each oscillator, where this is hooked, or in what way the filters are placed, like in series, parallel, it's a low pass, high pass, etc., etc. So each of the filters has a low pass and a high pass output. And from here we can change them and say, for example, now it's two low pass filters in series. And again we have this classic Dreadbox pre-fed filter, which has this characteristic that as you raise the resonance, the bass increases. So you can set that either to low pass, band pass, which are low, high pass, and then it's parallel. Now in parallel, this will make much more sense if you split the oscillators in two. Like, first oscillator goes to the first filter, second to the second filter. And this would sound like this. For example, you could play in paraphonic and have different filters for each tone. So next, we control the filter with those two modulators, where on non-LFO settings, just an ADSR filter, where we have attack, decay, release, and sustain, where in LFO mode, it's a rise, hold time and fall time modulator. and it sounds. This can go up to about 25 seconds depending on how high you have these sets, and their modulator 1 and modulator 2 are identical. And then we go to the VCA section, which again, its modulator can go into LFO mode. So I call this a drone, just for clarity. Have it all the time open just by setting the whole time at maximum. Yeah. And more importantly on the Nyx, the most important item here, should I say part, is the reverb. Which we changed the algorithm, and now it's a reverb with size. Let me just play an arpeggiator here. There you go. But you can also now I have the feedback at max, so it's like an infinite reverb. What's new here is also the modulation of the reverb. And it makes it sound like more fluid, more like it's moving, but not with a certain like direction. It's more ethereal, let's say. Then you have all these patch points to interfere with the rest of the unit. And in general, the possibilities are like huge. We also added filter inputs, audio inputs, where you can process audio. Should be available until the end of the month, like globally. The price should be $599 for the States and $539 in euros.